Joe, I know you're new to the guild, and you've been looking for a hit.
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, this man needs to die, and I think you're the perfect man to do it.
Why is that, sir?
Because he's the easiest target we have.
I'll take it.
Good. The file is right here. I trust you'll follow our discretion policy?
Absolutely.
Hey, what's up, my Rogue Nation? It's your boy, Murderman Joe, here with episode 1 of Assassin Vlogs. Let's take a look at this guy's file, shall we? Name, Cameron Nowak. Moved down from Manhattan to here, North Carolina, in 2003. Age 18. Accomplishments. Saw Avengers Infinity War in theaters 3 times. That's all we got. Yeah, that makes him potentially dangerous, since that's all we know about him. Which means we're going to have to do a bunch of in-depth scout work to get all the information about him that we can before doing the deed. More importantly, what makes him different than other 18-year-olds, and why does someone want him dead? Let's take a look at some of the pictures that they have in this file and see what they can tell us. Okay, so this one is labeled as Mr. Nowak in a group project. He's in the picture with 2 other people, and they're wearing funny hats and pointing like directly at the camera, like it's an assassin vlog. He looks extremely enthused to be working on this project, like really. And that means we have someone with a lot of creativity and drive on our hands. That he may prove to be a threat. This picture is labeled Mr. Nowak and friends share a bottle of salsa verde. Okay. This one's interesting because we can interpret it in a lot of different ways. Like maybe he's just a sheep that goes along with the flow of the group. But I don't think we're dealing with that type of person here based on the last picture. No, this target is willing to do anything. He's willing to take risks for the people that he associates himself with. He has no problem going all in, and that's a very dangerous trait to have. Next picture. This one's captioned, taken from a Golden Corral ad. Okay. It doesn't really tell us much, but maybe it acts as some kind of metaphor. Like he's taking a bite out of cotton candy, like he'll take a bite out of life. Maybe it's just half a frame of stardom, and the rest of his life after that is just downhill from there. This picture may not represent anything, but maybe it's just iconic. Next picture. It's captioned, thinking on table. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Wonder why. Anyway, Mr. Nowak is sitting on this table, deep in thought. What's he thinking about? The world may never know, nor be able to comprehend it. This might be the most challenging mission a rookie like me can take up. This guy seems like the real deal. All right, we have one last picture in here. This is him dabbing. Now, is this uncool? Yes. Is it hard to look at? Most definitely. But is it intimidating? Absolutely. The fact that he'd be willing to go this far for what's probably a joke means that this is someone who's just absolutely ruthless. I guess that scout work that I mentioned is going to be more necessary than I thought. Hey guys, I'm over here on State Campus dressed as one of the Jesus guys. You know, the ones that hand out donuts and stuff if you like answer a few questions. And I feel like I can use this alter ego to sort of learn some vital information about our murder guy, you know, the guy we're gonna murder. And yeah, it's going for the kill. Is it okay if I record this just for documentation purposes?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Let's start you off with the hard one. If you could make a 20-second phone call to yourself at any point in your life, past, present, or future, when would you call and what would you say? Now, this question is extremely important, and it would really give me a lot of insight into Mr. Nowak's psyche.
I would call myself as a baby, and I would just be like, yo, baby, you're gonna be a bad motherfucker. Just like that scene in RoboCop.
Oh, he's good.
What would be your first question after waking up from being cryogenically frozen for over 100 years?
How good was Avengers Endgame?
What could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no preparation?
Anything movie related.
What fictional place would you most like to go to?
The Watchtower from DC, so I could be in space and be with the Justice League. Or LA from Blade Runner, so I could meet Ryan Gosling and drive around a flying car.
And what is your blood type?
What?
Okay, so I didn't find out a whole lot today. I did schedule a meeting for tomorrow, so maybe I can get a second chance at examining him. Every single question I asked, he dodged with ease. He dodged it with some film-related answer. He's obviously playing some kind of game with me. It could just be that he eats, sleeps, and breathes movies. But I doubt I'd be on this mission if that was the case. So it's got to be more complex than that. See ya in day 2. Okay, it's been over a week now. So I decided to start today differently. We're going to start the day off with a question that'll get all this film-related thinking out of the way right away. So we could spend the rest of the interview dealing with the more, heavy stuff. Maybe get some of his weaknesses.
If your life was a movie, what would its title be?
The Ballad of Cameron Noack, the Cameron Noack story. Or just Boogie Nights 2.
Wow. Okay. Who inspires you to be better?
Omar.
Whoa! Omar from Yo, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
We all know that I'm better than Omar, but I just want to continue to be better at Omar than literally everything.
This is his first real answer. I think I'm really getting through to him.
What are 3 of the most significant numbers in your life?
69, 9, and 2049.
All right. Why the last 2?
You don't want me to explain 69?
No, I got that, but why 9?
I was born on the 9th.
All right, and why 2049?
Blade Runner 2049.
God.
So I almost blew my cover there. But luckily, a master infiltrator such as me knows how to stick a landing pretty well.
What?
I love Blade Runner 2049.
Saved.
So what is the best and worst advice you've ever given?
It would be don't be dumb, because it's applicable to literally every situation ever.
Now we're getting somewhere. This gives us a little bit of a peek into his everyday state of mind.
And the worst would also be don't be dumb.
What's the most immature thing that you do?
Probably your mom jokes. The constant, never-ending your mom jokes.
Really? You've been pretty tame. I haven't really noticed any your mom jokes throughout this whole interview.
Yeah, I've just been off my game for a while.
Okay, well, what amazing thing did you do that no one else was around to see?
Your mom.
I had to get out of there. He might be onto me. That's probably what it is. I'm gonna have to wrap up this analysis tomorrow so I can end him, before he ends me. I feel like this is life or death. Okay, so I don't want him to catch on to my scent of figuring him out or anything. So today's going to be a short day where we really dig into all of his weaknesses. Let's figure out what might make him dangerous.
What skill would you like to master?
Kung Fu, because that would just be totally badass.
Alright, so he's not trained in Kung Fu, but he may very well know how to use firearms. He might know some other form of Kung Fu or martial arts, whatever. At least we can knock this off the list.
What is the most annoying thing that people do?
Cracking their knuckles. Or their back, or their neck. It's just disgusting.
What job would you be terrible at?
Like a spider handler, or like a firefighter, or anything that involves physical activity.
Bingo! Spiders, fires, and most importantly, physical activity. I don't know exactly how we can use spiders, but maybe we can stealthily flamethrower him to death. That might be pretty neat. All I know is that it'll be hard for him to run, attack, or anything. It's the jackpot. Okay, so I was just gonna kill him today because he's starting to seem like a way easier target than I took him for. So, but all these interviews they're really getting me attached. So I'm gonna go ahead and learn some more about his philosophy before we finish the job.
How do you hope you'll change as a person in the future?
I want to be more mature. I just want to be better,
What's the hardest lesson you've learned, Cameron?
That you can't make everyone like you.
What events in your life do you think made you who you are?
Probably my parents' divorce, moving a bunch, going to a whole bunch of different schools, not knowing anyone.
What's one thing you did that you really wish you can go back and undo?
Nothing. I got no regrets, bro. Because everything in life is a learning experience, even if it's something bad.
Now I get it. This is why he watches so many movies. To learn. To acquire social skills and to learn from the main character's mistakes. It's not just to escape or have a good time or whatever. He's had to start over at 2 completely different schools. First in middle school, then in high school. And on top of that, his parents' divorce. Films and video games are the only consistency he has in his life. Even though he's strongly opinionated, he knows his flaws. And that's what makes him different than other 18-year-olds. He knows his own limits, and he wants nothing more than to improve himself. And that's exactly the kind of person this world needs. I don't think I'm going to go through with it. I'm new to this whole assassin thing. And I don't want to kill a guy. I just needed some money to get through college. He's just such an honest, down-to-earth guy, and I think he deserves to live.
Okay, Cameron, it's been great getting to know you, and I'll let you take that donut in a second. But I'm sure you have a bright future ahead of you. So I just have one last question. What is the holy grail of your life? Like, what's something you're trying to accomplish or pursue?
Your mother.
Thanks, man. I was tired of him beating me at shit all the time.